Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me, a little bit about what I want to do with this channel moving forward. And I thought, I know that I could have just uploaded videos and let you guys figure it out, but I felt like the conversation was important and it needed to be had. So quickly, why did I not upload that much in 2017? A lot of that had to do with the fact that I hated where I lived. It was not conducive to filming. If you check back, I think I uploaded maybe like 2-3 videos. If you look at them, the image, the lighting, all of it was just so off, and I was not pleased with it. I didn't have a space to film. I was working a shit ton, and I do have a 7-year-old, so life just became very demanding. And then towards the end of the year, like, my life just really shifted and changed. I bought a home, I got engaged, God, I don't know. I have my own space now for filming. Like, just life shifted in such a positive direction, and I'm so grateful. But I do want to apologize because I know during that time I was communicating a lot with you guys via the comments, and there was just so many things that I wanted to put out there, questions that I wanted to answer through videos that I wanted to make, and I just felt like I just couldn't at that time. So I am deeply sorry for that. But 2018 is a different story, a different space, and I have a lot more time on my hands. I have better equipment, better software, better spacing, and it's just the right time now. So with that being said, let me tell you about the direction that I want to take this channel. And a lot of it has to deal with a little bit of a shift that happened towards the end of last year. So some of you may remember the hurricane that we had, Hurricane Irma, that came through Florida. I moved to Florida 3 years ago. And yes, that was my first hurricane experience, and it was terrible. I was just like, oh my God, are we really gonna have to leave our house? Because we did have to evacuate. And I left everything in my apartment. I left my car behind. I left everything behind. And that was a really scary experience. And by no means does it compare to the hurricane that took place afterwards, Hurricane Maria, that went through the Caribbean and did, like, just wreaked havoc all through that space, particularly in Puerto Rico, where my family is from. So I'm very grateful that I was able to return back to my home, and all my things were there with the exception of having light, but that was like nothing in comparison to what so many people this past hurricane season experienced. And so if you are one of the people who were affected by that, my heart goes out with you. I know firsthand what it was like to feel like, oh my goodness, I have to literally run away from my home, and that fear of just losing everything. And there's so many people who did lose everything. So for me, that got me thinking. And I was feeling powerless about the fact that, why is all these things happening? Like, you know, you hear a lot about, especially in our generation, about global warming, global change, and things like that. And it kind of leaves you feeling a little powerless, especially with the political arena right now and the social structures that we have in our society, particularly in America right now, with certain leadership that we just feel as, you know, maybe citizens, I know I have, and I know many people have, kind of feeling powerless as to what do we do to feel like we have a voice that matters. And so when I got back, I felt so shifted about the fact that, like, you know, yes, you know, natural disasters happen, but the frequency of them and the amount of damage that it's causing really stood out to me. And so because of that, I told myself that, you know, I want to get educated at what I can do as an individual person to have a better impact on the planet. Because no matter what, you are impacting the planet. And so to me, I was just like, I need to become more informed and more educated on what I can do as an individual, as a household, to be able to contribute back to the planet in a gentler way. That's something that's not being destructive or causing destruction. And so, you know, if you're curious about like global warming, a lot of people are like, it's so cold, what is this global warming? I've seen several documentaries regarding what global warming or global change really is, or climate change. And I think it's really great to educate yourself, because indeed I'm a person who does believe in global warming and the fact that what do we do as a society to help alleviate those greenhouse gases, and, you know, just work a little bit more together with nature. If you're wondering, what does becoming informed, educated, and a conscious consumer, that's the word to me. Conscious consumerism tells me that no matter what, we're still gonna buy our 6 lotions and our, you know, our facial washes and our detergents. We still need to live, right? Because this is the society that we're in. All I'm saying is, how can we become conscious consumers? You're still gonna have to buy it anyways, but what are you purchasing something that's adding to the benefit of the planet and yourself? Or is it just adding to line the pockets of some CEO who wants to make a buck out of your ignorance? And I know that's pretty harsh, but that's the truth. That's the reality. And so to me, what I want to do is bring the knowledge, bring the information to you guys through this channel, so we all can be informed in making conscious choices as consumers. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know everything. That's one of the journeys that I want to take on this channel. That's one of the journeys I want to take as an individual, and I just want to welcome you guys to take that journey with me. So what I'm saying is that, in a nutshell, because God knows I can keep going, is we do have an effect on our planet. What you do in your life every day has an effect. You can go into your bathroom, grab 5 or 6 products, just in your bathroom alone, okay? And look and do a little homework. Do a homework on the company, do a little homework on the ingredients inside that bottle, do a little homework on what happens after you're done using that product, as well, excuse me, I burped, as well as that packaging, what happens to it? And when you follow the journey of most of the things that we as consumers purchase, you'd be amazed on how detrimental it is to the planet, how detrimental it is to ourselves, our very own bodies. As an esthetician, I've known for the longest time that what you put on your skin eventually seeps into your pores, into the bloodstream, and goes throughout your whole entire body. A lot of the things that we put on our body is affecting our health, and we are bombarded with products that are telling us about these great results it's gonna give us, but the question is it good for us? Simple. And then the second question you have to ask yourself is, what is it doing to the planet? How is that affecting it? Because even though you are one person, that maybe you're not a politician or you're not a lobbyist, you're not someone who has power, you do as an individual, and there are power in numbers. And the more that we educate ourselves as consumers, the more of an impact that we have and a role to play in our society and our global society. Because now with the internet and everything else, we can clearly see how connected we are. YouTube is a great expression of that, how globally connected we are, because I know that I could be speaking to people halfway across the world that I've never ever seen, and yet they can hear this message, and that right there tells you how interconnected we are. So what I want to do with this channel is, like I said, go on that journey and discover what can we do as individuals in our daily lives. I'm not saying go out there and start a revolution, although sometimes I feel like I will. I feel moved to. But what we can do is take personal ownership and responsibility on what we do as far as our impact, even though maybe you feel like there's not a lot of power. So that's one thing. I think knowledge is power, so educate yourself. And if you don't want to take the time to do so, I'll be uploading videos on how I'm educating myself as a person who wants to have a more positive impact in the world. So, how does that even tie into an esthetician's YouTube channel? Well, I think one of the first places to start is with yourself. And, you know, maybe your concern isn't the planet, but how are you treating your body? How are you treating yourself? Here you are, you know, spending all these hundreds of dollars on products Which, by the way, if you guys know, I'm not a brand endorser. I don't talk about a lot of brands, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I wanted to always make the information and the content the focus. But I do know that a lot of you want to know about brands and products. And I think that there was always this reservation in me that just didn't feel like doing a marketing for other people. I felt like there were so many other brands that had so much attention and recognition that they didn't need me to do it. I wanted to empower you with knowledge and then make your own informed decisions. But one of the things that will be changing on my piano, I don't even know where that word came from, on my channel is the fact that I do want to talk and bring more awareness around companies that are more social and environmentally responsible, because I do think that they need a spotlight and a platform. A lot of them are new up-and-coming brands and products that are not only interested in helping you having products that are good for you, but are good for the planet in how they package their product. How are they dealing with the product being recycled? How are they dealing with the ingredients that are in the product, or how they're sourced? Those are all important factors. So I will be expanding this channel onto across the board in our complete lifestyle, livelihood, and how that impacts us. I myself have always been more interested in organic and natural products, but I'm going to be talking a little bit more about them and introducing you to brands. Not that I have a ton of them, but I do my own research and I find out about these really wonderful brands that are like really shifting the game and the industry, that are elevating the awareness on how we are connected and how important it is for us to not only treat ourselves well, but to treat the planet well as well. Okay, so that is my little message to you all, just to let you know where I am at. I will be uploading and filming so much more. You watch, I promise. Oh, I don't like promising. Anyways, with that being said, you guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, because there's so much information from body care, skin care, and just overall well-being that's gonna be coming to my channel. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed, everybody who watches my videos, comments in the comment section, and gives me motivation and inspiration. Thank you so much. I appreciate it greatly. Till next time.